out of you will be a bonus. So you have to be the first on your line. Like they say, when you want to count beautiful things, you have to count you first. So principally, we will discuss on why is it important for you to be your own best friend, and we will discuss how you can become your own best friend. So why would you want to become your own best friend? When you become your own best friend, you are saying, I have to create my own internal support system before calling on others to be there for me. So you have to be there for yourself first, and then others can join you. Others can be there for you. So by becoming your own best friend, you are saying, I want to be there for me first. I want to create my own support system so that any other support system that I'm having is a bonus. It's true that you can have a group of friends, a community of support people, but when you depend on people, it can sometimes lead to disappointments, heartbreak in relationships, breakdown in your expectations, and so many things. But when you are your own best friend, you are your own, you depend on you first, and so you put in everything possible to make things work for you because you know that you have only you to rely on. So it's good to have friends, it's good to have support system, but start by being your own best friend. Being your own best friend would always help you to stay laser focused on your things, on the things that you are doing. But sometimes it's so difficult for us to practice that self-love. It's much easier for us to share love, to love everyone around us, to care for everyone around us, to support everyone around us, forgetting us. So it is always interesting to start by being your own support. So when you ask yourself, why is it important for you to become your own best friend? You will say that it is important because you have to create your own internal support system. But now, hi, hi, coach. You are so welcome. In today's topic, we are talking about why is it important for you to become your own best friend? And we are saying that to be your own best friend is the greatest gift you can give to yourself. And you have to be your own best friend so that every other friendship that you have is a bonus. Every other thing that you have is a bonus. You have to start with you first. You be the first on your line. You be your own cheerleader, and then everything else is coming as a bonus. So it is important to be your own best friend first before looking for support. Any support that comes is a bonus. And so how do we become our own best friend? Because it's much easier to be best friends with everyone else, but we have to be intentional. Practice to be your own best friend is something that you have to relearn because it's something that we are not used to. And so we start with your mindset shift. Start by removing any limiting beliefs that are stopping you from being just your unique you. So to be your best friend, you start by opening your mind on learning the limiting beliefs that are making you not to appreciate and love you like you appreciate and love other people. And also, it is important to start by acknowledging your good qualities, acknowledge your talents, acknowledge your uniqueness. Because most often we don't acknowledge that we have talent. We don't acknowledge the gifts that we have, which is really important. And so I would like to hear your thoughts about the topic, or if you want to come up to discuss about it, you're so welcome. But we are going to be talking about how you can become your own best friend. And we have to stop criticizing ourselves, because most often we are so critical about us. We criticize ourselves, we hold ourselves, so we put ourselves in so much rigor. We are so soft with other people, and then we criticize ourselves so much. We don't practice self-compassion. You have to be compassionate with yourself. You have to give yourself the you give yourself the same compassion that you will give to your best friend, or to your child, or to your family member. Start by giving yourself compassion. And in that way, you're going to make room for more love and more concern. And so, out of the many ways on how you can build your own self love and become your own best friend, also learn to accept compliments. Most often, when people compliment us, we just like brush it aside, and we like say, Mary, you can do this. You can compliment you on your abilities, on your capabilities, and you really like, really don't doubt yourself. Give yourself the compliment. Most of the time, when you do something nice, give yourself a pat on the back and say, Mary, you did well this time. Compliment yourself. When others compliment you, it's a bonus, but you learn how to compliment yourself. I know it's so difficult because we come from societies where people really, when you talk about yourself or you put yourself first, people think that you are selfish. Self care is not selfish. And so, compliment yourself, use your talents, acknowledge your greatness, and celebrate you, because you have to be the first on your own line, and you have to be your own cheerleader. Like they say, when you are counting beautiful things, count you first. Hi, Robbie. Hi, Happiness TV, Niger Daughter, all of you in the chat. I'm so happy to be sharing this live show with you. And if anybody wants to come in, you're free to come in. I just send the link. You can come in for us to discuss the topic, or you share your thoughts about the topic. I will be very honored. And so now we are talking about how can you become your own best friend. You just imagine the support that you give to your friend, and give yourself that same support. So you you know that when your friend or your best friend needs your help, you are there for them. Start by being there for you, and then now you can gradually learn how to be the first on your own line, how to give yourself self-care, and how to just honor your needs. Because most often we really, especially women, and especially the mothers, you put everybody's needs first, and then we completely forget about our own needs. It is necessary to honor our own needs, because what is your best friend? The person that you give your best to. And how good will it be if you start giving yourself the best? Because they say when you serve yourself, you can be able to serve others from your overflow. And one of the other ways that you can build a good relationship with yourself is self-awareness. How much do you know yourself? You you have to always ask yourself this question. And that's why I always recommend an auto evaluation exercise for my coaching clients, because it is necessary to know who you are, to know your abilities, to know your capabilities, to be able to optimize them. And I have a video I will share in the link below on how you can do an auto evaluation and have yourself discover your potentials. And I call it a simple fix to your self awareness. And it's like a SWOT analysis. SWOT is like strengths, the W for weaknesses, the S for opportunities, and the T for threats. So, okay, take care of my grandchildren. So you have to be able to do an honest auto evaluation of your life, of yourself, to discover what strengths do I have, what weaknesses do I have that I can improve to be a better person, or what opportunities are there around me that I can use to build me up and make me my own best friend, or what are the threats in my environment that I can avoid if I want to optimize my friendship with me. And so you have to be self-aware of your strengths so that you can optimize them, you can use them to grow and to become better. And then the weaknesses, so that you can know the things that you can learn to help you to grow, and you know the opportunities around you that will help you to become your better self, and also the threats that you can avoid so that you would be your better version in better conditions, and you can avoid some of the unnecessary things that can set you back, or that can draw you back, or that can bring you pain and stuff. So it's always important to know who you are. When you know yourself, you know which parts of your life you have to work on to become what you want to become. Another beautiful way of you learning to be your own best friend is to send compassion to the parts of your body that are hurting. Because most often when we are hurting, we try to dissimulate it, or it's nothing, and we try we really want to persevere and bear the pain. Meanwhile, we could just find a way to save that pain, or we are pained, but we think that we can keep our own pain and go and help other people. So most often, send compassion to the parts that are hurting. Hi, I am so blessed to have you here, Odom's Homestead. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you. Love to travel with Wave. I am so blessed to have you all today. Melissa is in the house. I am so happy for you all in the house. Today we are discussing about how to become your own best friend and why it is important for you to be your own best friend. And we are saying to be your own best friend is the best gift you can give to yourself, so that any other gifts that you have are coming as a bonus, but you gift yourself first, and every other thing is coming like a bonus. So you have to be the first on your own line, and have to be your own cheerleader. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. And if you have anything to share about the topic, you can share in the chat, or if you want to come up stage, I will be grateful to have anybody on stage with me and to share why it is important for you to be your own best friend and how you can do it. And we are saying that you have to be your own best friend because you have to create your own internal support system before looking for support outside, because the outer support can fail you. Most often, you are the one, not most often, forever, you are the only person that will be permanently with you. And so you want to create that internal support system where you can really support yourself. We are not saying that it is you can do it on your own. You are going to find a community of people that will support you, but you have to learn how to support yourself first, to be your own support, so that if you have disappointments, or sometimes you don't even have anybody around to support you, and so you have to start somewhere before finding help. And that's why you have to intentionally build you in a way that you can be your own support. And we said, hi, coach. My coach is in the house. Let's go, coach. Coach, today we are talking about how you can be your own best friend. And I don't know if you have time to hop up and share with us and share some thoughts with us on the topic. Why is it important for you to become your own best friend? And because since it is important for you to start creating your own inner support system before looking for help outside, how do we? Oh, we have boss. We have boss. My other mentor is here. Hi, boss.
Hello. How
Oh, we
y'all
have
doing?
boss. We have
Hey
boss.
guys, let me
My
do
other
something.
mentor is here.
Hmm. Oh,
Okay.
let me see. I was trying to
Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody.
hold on for a second. Okay,
You
just
okay?
one second. Hmm. Sorry guys, my computer.
No, it's okay. I
Okay.
have my mentor. I have my coach. I have all the beautiful people out there, and it's so amazing to have
Okay.
you all.
Got it.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
what do you think about you being your own best friend?
Well,
Why is it important?
you got to be your own best friend because nobody else is going to be that kind of friend to you. You have to I had to learn how to be my own best friend. Okay,
Absolutely.
I used to just think about everybody else except myself, you know. And when I learned how to love myself, okay, I didn't even know how to do that, okay, because I come from a dysfunctional family. Not everything in my childhood was dysfunctional, but I learned some pretty good dysfunctional traits. Okay. Uh, I was always looking for the wrong relationship, trying uh, to find the right father that I really wanted to have. You know what I'm saying? In men and surrounding my whole life around them. And a man is not a plan. Okay, I know that a man is not a plan. I am sorry, girls, but that you gotta have your own life before you meet a man and when you with a man. Okay, that's just how I feel, and that is why I learned to be my own best friend. I'm my own best friend. So the next time I get into a relationship, it would not be, oh, my man. Yeah, of course you want your man to be your best friend. I'm not saying that. But you got to learn to love yourself and be a best friend to yourself. Because if you do not, you will be gullible to everything out there. You will not even be happy. You will keep saying to yourself, Why I do all of this all the time thinking I'm going to get a different result? And you don't get that different result? Mm-mm. Guess where I learned how to be my own best friend is when I broke down at work, okay, crying, because I just could not get it. I could not get why my life was going a certain way. How come I do all of this for people and they never do nothing for me? You know, they ain't never got no money when you need it, but you got it all the time. Okay. And you're willing to give, but they never have it when you're in need. So I remember I broke, okay, at work. And I was seemed like I cried for 3 hours. And I remember the chairman of the board coming in there. I remember people coming in there, but I could not talk. I was so overwhelmed with sadness that I just could not talk. So when I finally could say something, I was talking to my supervisor. She said, "Baby, you need to go see somebody. You need a counselor." And I guarantee, and they would not let me come back to work. And y'all know I like the coins, okay? And I said to them, I said, "You mean I can't come back to work till I go see somebody?" They said, "Yeah, we'll give." And look how good God is. God is just was good. He was taking care of me when I didn't even know he was around, when I didn't have rejected him out of my life. He still was there. What an amazing forgiving God we serve. But and I said, "I can come back to work." They said, "No, you." If they look, they even paid me for a whole month off. Now you know God was working in the background, Mary. You know God was working in the background. So when I did find somebody, I found this lady, Beverly. I ain't find. I thank God put her in my path. Okay, because I was talking to another girlfriend about all of this. She said, "Why you haven't been telling me?" I say, "Too ashamed." You know what I'm saying? So I finally got to the therapist and everything, and I sit on that woman's couch for 5 years. Not, in 2 years, I had started to learn how to love myself. It took me that long to unlearn the old behaviors, unlearn that a man is not a plan. Okay, I had to unlearn that my man can't be my plan. I had to unlearn all that because that's how come I wasn't being no best friend, because my best friend was my man. And what if we got together and he outgrew me and he got 50 children over there and 300 women over here? I mean, you gotta have a life, okay? Okay, I did not learn all of that stuff until I went to therapy. And that has been one of the best moves that I have made. And guess what? Today I can shame to tell y'all I was a big dummy. Okay, in some things in my life, not all, because I was always a money maker. And I knew how to make that money. Okay, but I did not have control over who I was because I was putting so much into other people, and I wanted them to like me so much. Well, today I like myself, and today I know how to say no. I know how to stand up for myself, and I know what I want in a man. If he ain't got it, goodbye. Okay? I know what type of guy I need in my life to make me feel safe, because if you can't make me feel safe, I got to go. Okay? If you make me cry, I got to go. Okay? See, these things I know today, which I didn't know back then. See, I wasn't even a best friend to the man either, because I didn't even know how to be a best friend to myself. Come on, y'all. I mean, when you can sit up and admit these things, then you know you have grown. And you know you're not going to allow all these things in your life. I'm not, girl, child. That's what I say. When I hear stuff and I know I done it in the past, this is what I say. Child, I've been there. And the reason I say that is because I'm so grateful, Mary, that I don't have to be that person no more. I'm so grateful, y'all, that I can just love me and know what I want. and know what I will accept and or what I won't accept. Today, I can be a friend to myself. And most importantly, Mary, I can be a friend to you and everybody else that come in my life that want to be a good friend to me. I know how to be a good friend today because I'm a good friend to myself. Let me be quiet because, baby, I can talk all day.
I'm so blessed and so grateful that you came up, because most often we need to hear these things from multiple sources, and really you hit it. If you don't love yourself, how can you give love? And if you are not first on your line, who do you expect to cheer you first? And so most often it's we have to first start with us, put that foundation. Everything that is coming is a bonus, which means if it doesn't come, it doesn't really matter much, because you are capable of being just your unique and authentic self. And that's why they say you have to start by accepting, acknowledging your good qualities, acknowledge your talents, acknowledge your gifts, and acknowledging that you can be your own best friend.
Right.
And that makes it easy for you to do it for others. And so those things that you said are so interesting. I was laughing all the time because it's not really laughter, but I was just like, yes, people need to hear this, because most often, especially I'll talk about us women from Africa, we think that it is because it is the other people that will love us, and we need a husband that will love us. And so we depend so much on all these husbands or external love that we get disappointments, we get heartbreaks, breakdowns, and most often you can't hold people accountable for how they treat you. You have to show them how you want to be treated. And you can't show them how you want to be treated if you don't love you first. And so it's so, so interesting what you're saying. And I'm glad because nowadays, many people know, especially, I'm still talking about women, because men know how to put themselves first. Women, because most of the time we are the mothers, we first think about the children, about the husband, and then we put us last. Girl, I can assure you, men, even if they have 20 children, they are always first on their line. Most often it's about them, and then they will think about, but women mostly it's about children, my husband, and all of that. Okay, Adams, have a great day at work. And hi, Balus, my dear friend, and my daughter. You welcome. If you want to come upstage, that was fine. We will appreciate to hear your thoughts. We are talking about why is it important for you to be your own best friend, and we are looking for the different ways on how you can become your own best friend. And Balu says, I believe this is what is most important about the bond between women. When we weave together, weaving together, absolutely, because even like we say, before we weave together, we have to weave us first, and then we can be able now to lift each other up. You have to you can't lift somebody from sitting down. You have to be standing yourself to be able to make somebody hold somebody to stand. And so start by lifting yourself, and then you can lift somebody up. And one of the most important ways that we say, how can you become your own best friend, like boss just said, unlearn limiting beliefs. That mindset shift is so, so important. You have to have an open mind, ready to learn and grow.
Yeah.
And you have to really, every day we have new things that are coming up, and new ways of doing things and being assertive. And especially women, we don't acknowledge our talents. Most of the time we really think that we are not capable of doing many things. Meanwhile, everybody can learn anything new and do it. We just have to be willing to learn. We just have to have an open mind to learn, and we will learn and we can do it. So it's not very difficult to love yourself. It's just that we have grown to put others first because they think that if you put you first, you are selfish. It's not selfishness. You have to put you first because you have to build you to be able to help somebody, to help build another person. So
You
you
know,
have to.
Mary, I just want to just, sorry for cutting you off, but I just remember something when you were talking about women don't realize this and realize that. When I was growing up, I believe I was about 7 or 8, maybe 10 or 12, maybe. My father was a mechanic, and he was a neighborhood mechanic, and that was his job. And he always told the boys, y'all taught them how to have their own business. Okay. But I always wanted to have my own business too. But he always taught us women, girls, okay, to find a man that can take care of you and have babies. And I remember when I was 12, I said, man, I don't want no man. I want some money. I want to know how to have my own business too. What's wrong with that? He said, girl, I'm teaching your brothers how to do. You see, I had to unlearn all of that. So sometimes you got to go back to find out where this habit came from, and then that's when you want to start changing it in order to become your best friend. And I'm only using that analogy example, because that's what happened to me and how I became my own best friend, because I was dependent on the guy to take care of me and get my hopes and dreams and all this. And that was it never was dependent on the guy to take care of me and get my hopes and dreams and all this. It never was.
Somebody
has it on twice. Cut it off. Was that you?
It was me. I'm so sorry. But girl, hold on. You keep spitting fire. Keep going.
Oh, okay. So when I got to therapy, I was so messed up. All I could do on Beverly's, my therapist's name was Beverly, was cry. I said, something wrong with me. I don't know what it is. She said, well, you're going to have to be honest if you really want to get past this. And I said, okay. And so I would be halfway honest with her, because see, that pain hurt it too much. You know what I'm saying? And I know.
Can I hop in for 1 second?
Yeah.
You have just don't violate the cardinal rule. Please listen to me on this. If you hold on, I'm sorry. So much is going on. And I can't even stay that long, guys. Because I have another session coming up. But
yeah.
Please, this is just to you and to everybody out there. I do this too. I do this for a living. I do coaching and therapy. Please, if you have a therapist, don't you go half in. You give them everything, because they can't really. If you go to a doctor and you said, and your back is hurting, but doctor, and your shoulder's hurting, doc, just my shoulder. What is he going to treat? Just your shoulder. Your back is still going to be hurting. So if you have a therapist or a coach, the reason why you have them, if you cannot trust them 100% and be totally transparent and open, they cannot help you.
That's true, and that's exactly what she told me. And
don't be going half. Come on.
Right. This was back when I was in therapy, though. I'm out now. I spent 5 years with her, and when I first went there, I was not that honest. That's why I was trying to tell everybody else the same thing you just said. That if you're gonna go there, and you got a good therapist like I had, she said, you need to get up out my office. I said, but why? She said, because you're not being honest with me. And I just started crying. I'll do it. And from then on, I started growing.
Good for you, girl. I love it. I love it.
And y'all, see, I am not the woman I used to be. I have confidence today. I love myself. I am my best friend. I know how to say, nope, you ain't it. Keep going down the road.
I
Okay.
love it.
And I don't even feel guilty
Mm.
about it like I used to. I am a precious child of God. And I have God in my life.
Preach,
I'm
girl, preach.
free of all
Mhm.
that old dysfunctional stuff, and I don't want none no more. And if you're trying to give it to me, you gotta go too. Okay, 'cause
Mm.
I don't play that.
Ooh-wee.
Nobody was on
Greetings, greetings.
nobody was on that couch with me.
Mm.
Nobody, my family, y'all, nobody. I had to fight for my life. So if you think that you're gonna come up in here in this girl's life and try to run it, I don't think so. I got
Mm.
recovery today. And not only that, I
Mm.
got Jesus Christ. Come on now.
Let's go.
Okay, coach, just 1 minute.
I'm very passionate about my life today. You know, because I fought
Mm.
for it and nobody else did but me. I'm gonna let y'all talk. Cause see, I didn't got Lord, Holy Spirit.
Woo! Oh my God, the fire, the passion. I'm just
Man,
laughing. I'm just
Yeah,
smiling and laughing to myself here. I love the confidence. I love the confidence. Truth is, for a woman to be able to love her, I mean, to be able to love another person, you have to first of all learn to love yourself, learn to value yourself, learn to appreciate who you are. Until we know who we truly are, we can never ever give love back. You can't give what you don't have. You can only love correctly, passionately, truthfully,
right,
only
right.
when you learn to love and value yourself. So a lot of women, I see, is that their life revolves around their husbands and their children alone, and they have nothing left for themselves. They feel this is the only way they can be valuable. The only way they can really I don't know how to put it, but like without the husband and the children, nothing else matters. It's like without these people existing in their life, they are not existing. They cease to exist. And this is the reason why when anything happens, they get broken and shattered beyond redemption, because they feel worthless. What's left for me outside my husband, outside my children? I am
Yeah.
of no worth. I am worth nothing. You get? So they keep themselves down there, beating, regretting, and refusing to get up and pick the pieces of their lives back together. So some of them become so bitter and angry that everything they come in contact with turns to ashes. That's because they are burning inside. There is no self-love. Whatever they touch,
Ooh.
whoever they come in contact with, they destroy that person. They burn the person up. So it can only come from the place of love, loving, and make being your own best friend. Like you said, you just have to add value to your life. You just need to ask yourself, why am I on earth? What is your purpose on earth? Why are you here? Why were you created? You can make great impact. You can impact people's life positively with or without a husband and babies. I know it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. Yes, these are challenges of life, but we just have to embrace these things and move on stronger than we think we can. I mean, we are. So
absolutely.
we just learn to love ourselves, like add that value to our lives. So whenever anything happens, we just move on, we pick ourselves up again, and then we move on with life. And that's
Woohoo.
what makes you a strong woman, a queen. So that's just all I want to
Absolutely.
say.
Wow,
Thank
I
you
can't
I'm
even.
so
loving, I'm
much.
loving
How am I
Coach
gonna?
Mary Ma. You
How
are
am I gonna?
you are a strong woman. You influence me positively. Since the day I came in contact with your channel, I have been looking at myself with a different light right now. I
I
am
am
looking.
so
I know
happy
the
to
challenges
serve.
I'm facing. I know the challenges, and I look at you and I said, if she can beat all this against all odds, if she can move on, if she's impacting her world positively
Yeah.
and affecting life positively, why can't I do so? So I'm standing strong and I'm facing my challenges head on, and I know
Thank you
I will
so much.
overcome eventually.
I I
Thank you
can't.
so much.
Mary, I can't follow that. Those two are fire. I can't follow
Okay.
that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna here's I'm letting you guys know in advance. I'm not gonna do as well because these two are fire. I'm gonna give you a little bit. I'm gonna give you a little
Come
bit, but
on.
it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be as much as them. They are fire, and I can't help but default to my training and my certification and coaching and all that. So that's what I default to. Wow. Okay, and I can't stay long either. But Mary, congratulations. She's killing it. Woo! She's killing it. I love it. All right, here we go, guys. Let me give you a little bit. But remember, it's not gonna be as those two. They took us to church. Let's go. Okay, so being your best friend. Think about what is a best friend. If you have a best friend, how do you treat your best friend? What do you think of your best friend? One of the qualities of having a best friend is someone that knows us inside and out and still loves us and accepts us. Another great quality or trait of a best friend is that they're with you through what? Thick and thin, right? Your best friend is with you through thick and thin.
Right.
Okay, so for us to be our own best friend, what do we have to do? Number one, we have to support ourselves, regardless of what's going on. And when I say support, you need to support yourself mentally or psychologically, socially, spiritually, physically, emotionally, in every way that you possibly can. You need to support yourself. Now, how do you go about doing that? Of course, I'm known for my frameworks, so I'm going to give you guys 4 C's on how to do that. Because if you follow these 4 C's, you're going to end up with what them two just talked about. They talked about self-love, right? But how do you get to self-love? And also self-respect. But guess what? You can't love what you don't respect, and you can't respect what you don't love. So the self-love and the self-respect is the effect. What's the cause that creates the self-love and self-respect? It's these 3 things: self-esteem, self-worth, and self-confidence. Those 3 things have to be in place as your foundation to get to self-love and self-respect. So let me go to those 4 C's, which is the framework, because they all are connected. Number 1, the most important thing you can do for yourself, to have love for yourself and be your own best friend. Because think about it. When you have a best friend, what do? You hang out with that person a lot. That's how they get to know you from inside and out. And that means and when I say about loving yourself, there's a C word called compassion. None of us are perfect. Things are going to happen to us.
Right.
We're going to make mistakes because we're not perfect. So we need to operate in compassion. Compassion is another form of love. And there's another side of this too. We are going to treat people badly sometimes. That don't make us a bad person, but sometimes we're human. We're gonna say the wrong things. We're gonna do the wrong things. We're gonna hurt people's feelings, and we need to have compassion. But it's also gonna be the other way around. People are gonna hurt our feelings. They're gonna say the wrong things to us. So guess what we need to operate in? Compassion for them also. Right. So no one has ever treated us perfectly, and we're not gonna treat everybody else perfectly. That's why we need to operate on compassion for ourselves and for other people. And when they do us wrong, you know what? Compassion.
Right.
Compassion. Because if not, that creates a whole nother set of drama and hurt feelings. So that's the first C. We need to really master and operate in compassion, because when you operate in compassion, then empathy comes forth, sympathy comes forth, even that word called forgiveness. And a lot of us need to forgive ourselves sometimes. And sometimes we need to forgive other people. Because if you don't forgive other people sometimes, they say that's that poison that you're taking, that, the whole thing that Oprah talked about. So the first C is compassion. Here's the next C that might make you a little uncomfortable, but you got to do it. It's called conversation.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, there's an inner conversation going on in your mind. And guess what? All the studies show this, because this is what I do for a living. So we do all the studies about psychology and how the brain works and all these different things. And they've shown that up to 88%, that's almost 90%, 87, 88% of your inner conversation is critical. It's negative. You're so hard on yourself. And we have to make that conversation positive. That inner conversation has to be, I am special. That's if you practice compassion first, then that foundation of love is there. So when you have that inner conversation, you can love yourself and forgive yourself.
Right.
Because we're more hard on ourselves more than anybody else is hard on us. We're gonna try to do something that doesn't work out. And who do we criticize the most? Ourselves.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't do that to your best
Mm.
friend. Your best friend, if he messes up or she messes up, you're like, girl, you're gonna be okay. You start having compassion. Well, have it for yourself because you're your own best friend.
True.
So have that inner conversation. That inner conversation leads to what we call communication. That's the other C. Communication is a two-way. It's listening and talking. But the inner conversation is just listening. That's why I highly recommend for those out there who believe in the universe, who believe in God, or believe in a higher purpose, you need to meditate every single morning. And you need to pray, because prayer is talking to God. Meditation is listening to God. I'll say it one more
Yeah.
time for the
Yeah.
people.
Important.
I'm going to whisper.
Important.
I'm going to whisper so you can lean in.
Wow.
Prayer is talking to God. Meditation is listening to God.
Amen.
Mm.
You need that time alone. That's how you get to know who you are on the inside. Because
Right.
before your flesh and blood, your spirit. You're a spiritual being with has a soul, mind, and you have a body, right? So the spirit of you is more important. And you're only going to get in contact with that spirit. And based on what I believe, you don't have to believe the same thing I believe, that God is a spirit. And to communicate with God, you got to communicate God from spirit to spirit. So that's why you need that meditation time alone. I call it the hour of power. Every single morning, you should be spending an hour alone with yourself. So now when it comes to the kids and everybody else, now you can give them the best of you. You can give them value. You can play your role on that team. Because listen, a family is a team. Everybody has a position to play. Can you imagine we're in football season if the quarterback is trying to be the running back, or the running back is trying to be the wide receiver, or the wide receiver is trying to be the blocker? You'll never win. Everybody, man, woman, and child, has a position to play. And the dysfunction comes in, and the disorder is when you're trying to play a position you're not born to play. We all were put on this earth for a specific reason, a specific time, with talents, gifts, and abilities to play a role. If you are in a car and the father's supposed to be driving, you're supposed to be and the wife's supposed to be on the passenger side, the kids are in the back seat. But if you're trying to drive, y'all going to be in an accident. So everyone has a role to play. A lot of times when it comes to relationships, people are not playing their roles. I don't want to play that role. Fine. Guess what? You're not going to have a good relationship. Because in the relationships, you got to play a role. And that's another C I'm not going to talk about right here. This is an extra C. It's called compromise. Sometimes you got to compromise so you can another C so you can cooperate. No cooperation, no compromise. The last C is no celebration, because you can't build. If you don't cooperate, I'm talking to men and women. If you don't cooperate, you can't collaborate. If you can't collaborate, you're never going to be able to celebrate. How are you going to build anything when you're all by yourself and being selfish? When you're on a team, it's not always about you. It's not about me. Take that M-E, flip it upside down. It's about we. It's not about me. It's about we. If you're on a team, it's not about you. And life is a team sport. You cannot win this life by yourself. So anyways, that's about it. Real quick, I left one C out. Here's my rehearse real quick review. First C is compassion. Second C would be conversation / communication. The third C that I left out, I gave you guys the last one, celebration, is connection. When you have great communication, you have connection. When you have great conversation, you have connection. Because connection is everything. Because as human beings, we are born for love and connection. If you break away that connection, you lose your power. For example, if you take a refrigerator is designed to keep your food cold and keep it fresh. But the refrigerator got to be plugged into the outlet, got to be connected. If you disconnect that refrigerator from its outlet, it cannot do its job.
Thank you.
Human beings need to be connected to each other. That's why what Mary's doing here is so wonderful, because we're all connected as a family. We're all connected as a unit. A family is a family of connection. And if you break that,
absolutely,
you are here unprotected, and anything can happen, because connections equals protection. But if you ain't got no connections, you out here unprotected. So anyway, real quick, guys, compassion, conversation, communication, connection, and celebration. And that's it. But you know, the ladies
Coach,
inspire me. That's
coach,
it.
before coach, don't
Woo!
go, don't go, don't
No,
go,
this
coach.
is fire. You talking about fire? This is fire.
Yeah.
You guys, but you know what?
Yes,
What I
Whoa,
inspire is
whoa,
because you guys
whoa.
inspire. You guys inspire me. You guys, the
So much wisdom here. I've been jotting down so much wisdom here. I've been
yes.
jotting down seriously.
I want to tell you all. I want to tell you all that if you see me today sitting here, it is thanks to these two wonderful people. My coach Zandeman, my mentor and coach Boss Life. I am so blessed and
Whoa.
honored to have you all today. And so people are really getting fired up, lit up, enlightened, and I'm so so thankful. I
Amen.
always thank you. I can't thank you enough. And so Odinyawa, that is why I am as good as I am, because I collect the good people. I am in the business of collecting good people. And so and then
Then I'm blessed to have met them today. I feel blessed meeting them today already.
I collect just the best because I know I deserve the best. And so I'm so blessed and happy to share my coach, because they say every coach needs a coach. So
yes.
these are the people who are coaching me and building me. And so I'm happy that they are sharing this space today. It's a great honor. I thank you two so much. And I thank you, African Dreaming and Odinyawa, for coming up stage and for to grace this topic with us. And for all of you in the chat, I am so blessed to have you participating and listening. So, Coach, I know you guys are so busy, and I don't take it for granted that you make time to come and and show support and share all your wisdom and all your knowledge and all your really impactful experience that is still helping us till tomorrow. Thank you so much. Yes,
Woo-hoo.
Melissa, I am in the business of collecting the best people.
But
So am I.
can I say one thing, guys? Thank you for letting me be on the panel. Mary, you're doing a wonderful job. Ladies, you guys are like, you inspire me. And I've got okay, let me close that. I've got another meeting coming up in about 5 minutes, and then I have another group coaching call at 11.
Oh,
So I've gotta get out of here. But I just came in real quick because it's Mary. Come on, man, it's Mary.
but I just want to
Okay,
say,
before you leave, I'd love to have your YouTube channel
No,
name. I
I
don't
will give
know how to connect with
I will
you.
leave their contacts in
Well,
the
thank you,
chat
you guys.
in the
I'm
chat.
flattered. Thank
Oh,
right.
yeah,
Yes, I
both
will leave
of them. Both. Yeah.
yes, I will leave their contacts and their
Yeah, Mary
links.
knows every. Mary knows. Just talk to Mary. She knows everything about me. And we got brand new programs. We got group coaching programs we're releasing this month for if you want to have your online business or build up your confidence. I'm a certified confidence coach, and I'd also do
And a
I'm
certified
and CBT also.
cognitive behavior
Yeah,
therapist.
yeah. I'm certified in CBT therapy, which is cognitive behavior therapy, because I've had to learn how to help my clients who need additional value in regards to therapy. Because of when there's grief or when there's a loss, people do go through the 5 or 7 stages of grief, and I need to help them get through those stages quickly
Right.
as possible, so we can get back on the road to success. But I had to go get trained in that because it's not just my ideas or my opinions. I'm a big believer in education and training and certification because there are experts out there that know this stuff inside and out. I said, well, let me go ahead and invest in my success and learn all these techniques and these tools so I can serve humanity much better and do what I was put here on this earth. So I'm a big
Amen.
believer in certification. So, but I can't stay. I gotta go, guys. I
Thank you
love you.
so no, thank you so much, Coach. I'm going to leave your
Thank
link.
you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, talk to Mary.
Your
Yeah.
link
You
is
can just go to zandeman.com. There's free stuff on there for you guys. And we got more stuff coming out for you guys. But thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much, Coach.
All right, gotta go. Thank
Thank
you
you
guys.
so
Thank you
much.
so much, Coach.
Much
I
love.
Bye.
am really so blessed today. Ladies, let's listen to African Dreaming and hear the man's version of the story. Another man's version of the story. African Dreaming, are you still there?
I'm still here, Coach. How you doing?
Thank you so much, my brother. How is my sister today?
Oh, she's good. She's good. We've been pretty busy all day, so she and up in the other part of the house, kind of getting a little bit of downtime.
Okay. Thank you so much. African dreaming is being country in another country. He left from the US and went to Tanzania, and he's experiencing, I would say, beautiful. There's always beautiful life in Africa. So, what's up today about you being your own best friend? And anything you want to share with us, you are so welcome.
Well, I really don't have much of an opinion on that one because I'm more or less here to support you, tell you how proud of you I am, seeing you grow. Ever since I think it was Miss T with the T several months back. Just getting to know you, being able to watch your content, spend some time with you. It's just been I love beautiful people, and you're just a beautiful person all around. And to see you starting to grow and get the recognition that I think you so greatly deserve just warm my heart, because I love to see good things happen to good people.
Thank you so
Um,
much. I'm so blessed to have you in my life too, for all the support that you give. You guys are so selfless, always supporting. Even if it's midnight over there, you sacrifice your sleep, you support us. The support system that we get from each other is really, really tremendous, and I don't take it for granted. I thank you so much, and with your beautiful wife for me, I always, always appreciate everything that you do. Thank you so much.
Can I
oh, no
ask
problem.
what country
Oh,
are you from? I mean, what country did you go to? African Dream?
we currently live in Tanzania, East
Oh,
Africa, but
Tanzania. Okay.
yeah, but we from East Texas. I'm
Yeah.
I'm a
Oh,
Texas boy.
yeah. I'm from Texas too, Houston. Yeah.
Mm,
I'm boss like
okay.
online.
Okay, I'll follow you. I'll follow you.
Yeah,
We
you
have
do.
trouble trying to keep up with everybody, but
I
we make
know.
our way around. We make our way
Oh,
around, and I
really?
do like your energy. Sometimes they be long, so I just put them on. I let them run. I listen to it, clear my mind. I appreciate your content as well.
Thank
I just, as far as the best friend thing, I can honestly, first off, I have to be completely open, male perspective or whatnot. Um, it's just my truth and my wife is my best friend. Although I do completely understand the concept of being your own best friend and your best friend to yourself. I've been that before. I think I possess the necessary tools to reinstate that position within myself should I need to. But as it currently stands, it just so happens that the love of my life is my best friend.
Yeah.
So,
She's so blessed and she's so, so lucky.
so I'm the lucky one. It's a blessing.
You are
It's a
the lucky
blessing.
one. That's I like it. You are the lucky one.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
You just it happens. Sometimes love works, sometimes love doesn't work, but I think it's greater than myself. I just had sense to recognize the blessing that had been placed in front of me. So I don't really have a lot of suggestions or a lot of advice or uh, anything. I just know that when I see something, somebody good, I hold on to it. My relationship with my wife may be more intimate, but I could use you, Coach Mary. I believe you from everything I've seen, witnessed, and observed. Nothing about you puts you in opposition to being a beautiful person, a beautiful soul, and a beautiful spirit. That's why I hold on to you too. For me, it ain't even. I'm just an old country boy, you know what I'm saying. So sometimes I don't make rocket science out of the recipe for Kool-Aid. Little sugar, little water. Little sugar, little water. That's it. But yeah, I'm gonna step down, ladies. I just really wanted to just because I don't always get to catch you live, especially this early for me. It's just now 8 o'clock
I just
p.m. over
started.
here.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. So I'm gonna step down. Thank hello to all the ladies and everybody on the chat. It's a pleasure to meet y'all, make y'all acquaintance, and I'm gonna step back down and keep listening.
Okay, thank
Thank
Hello
you.
you
to you
so
too.
much.
Thank you so much.
All right, y'all have a good one now.
All right.
This is a very beautiful morning and interesting conversation. Ladies, what do you think about all this conversation today?
Well, for me, I got confirmation on a lot of stuff that, I mean, I know that I'm not the same person that I used to be 20 some odd years ago or back in my 20s or right before I went to therapy, you know. But there is some things on my channel that I was thinking about not doing anymore. And my best friend, who is Marlene, everybody know who Marlene is. She is Marlene of Marlene Motivates. She said, "Girl, you will not stop doing that meditation. People expected you've been doing it for so long." And I was like, girl, please, and but today, God speaks through people, you know. And when that I know I can't think of what your coach name is, the guy that was
Zan the man Smith.
oh Zandeman.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zan the man. He
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 was
lives in Las Vegas.
oh, he is? Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to keep doing my morning meditations every morning because the honest truth is what he spoke. It is about listening to whatever higher power it is that you serve. Taking out that time to just listen. And that's what I do for 5 days a week. I do meditation on my channel. And I was thinking about not doing it until he said what he said. And I'm like, okay, God, I heard you. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep
Absolutely.
doing it. And so that is all I wanted to say that even though I come on here to share my strength, hope, and experience with people, I be so glad that when other people share their own strength, hope, and experience, that it helps me to continue to grow and
Well, you
and to
see the chat. African Dreaming say keep doing the meditation. So there are many people who are waiting for the meditations who
right.
who
And,
who listen and follow it every day. I follow the meditations every morning.
and I had no idea, you know. And I was like, God, should I keep doing it? And I called Marlene, but today I hear it. I hear what
I'm
I'm supposed to be doing. So thank you.
You so welcome. I really, really I'm so like I'm just smiling from ear to ear, and it's really because one thing is you thinking about something and then you see a lot of people coming in looking at the same direction, and you say, yes, this thing that I was thinking about is a necessary conversation. And so today is a real another blessing because I know I've had many blessed days with you all supporting and cheering me up. But I can tell you today's conversation is so capital because that is the beginning point. That is the foundation for everything we do. How, in what position are we? How are we ready to really receive what we want we are becoming? Are we prepared? And that's the preparedness that we are talking about today because you put the foundation, everything that you build, if the foundation is not solid, you are building on sinking sand and
Amen.
you're wasting your time.
That's right.
And that's why I really, really I'm so glad that you came up to really grace this topic, put in your expertise, your experience, and your insights that will add up. Like they say, he said collaboration and connection. Girl, when you're connected, you do great things. I am connected.
Yeah.
Personally, personally, I won't lie. I haven't been good with meditation. And today, what he said, listening to him, saying it's not just you praying. Praying is you talking to God, but meditation is you listening to God. And I'm like, Whoa. So all you just do is talk, 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 and then you don't even listen. Okay, henceforth, I'm gonna promise myself it's time to meditate. It's time to listen to God, to listen to that silent voice. We as human beings, we're good at complaining, uh, talking to God, making our requests known, and all that. But then we don't even pay attention to listen to that silent voice. So I have just learned something. Not that I don't know about meditation, but today I got to understand it on a deeper level, and I'm promising myself it's time to start. So this is a wake up call for me.
Right.
Absolutely. I'm so happy that you learned that today. All of us are learning every day. And during our coaching session, he will always insist on the meditation and the listening part, because he always says, we ask and then we don't listen to the answer. And then the answer passes us by. We think that we are still there asking and waiting. Meanwhile, the answer is there. We just need to listen and then we can see it. So listening is putting yourself in the condition of receiving what you ask for and seeing what the next best step is that you need to take. And so it's like he knows how to put it in a in a in a basic form. I like he always has his acronyms. Everything for him is acronyms. He has the four C's, he has the S, he has, like when he the first day that I had a session with him, he talked to me about focus on your win. And I made a little short about that. And he said, don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Focus for him is an acronym for follow one commitment until successful. So, and I said, which commitment do I have to follow when I have so many? And he said, focus on your win. And win means what's important now. And
Yeah,
so for
buddy.
all the things that you are really, the things that are overwhelming you and everything that is passing through your mind, what is the most important thing now?
Yeah.
Follow it until you're successful, and then you go to the next important thing. And
Wow.
and so he's really been he really he's a certified confidence coach. I can tell you, boss, I told you that I lost my self-esteem, no self-confidence, and so he helped me to rebuild my self-confidence. He's one of the best certified confidence coaches I can recommend. Talk to Zan for 10 minutes and you know that you can build the sky.
Amen.
Yes. And he has a way of just narrowing it down for you, and then you really seeing clarity, because we are so overwhelmed. There are so many things we want to do, or so many things that we think we could have done, and so it's never too late. You can start now, but you have to find the first thing. What's important now? What is my next best step? And then you focus on it. When you succeed, and then you go to the next step. And like he always says, every coach needs a coach, because like he said, at every level you need to go higher. When you get to one level, the next level. And we say, what did we say? A coach will save you stress to try to figure it out on your own, the time, and your money. Find a coach, find a mentor. They will help you to find clarity. But if you don't start by being your own best friend and thinking, or acknowledging that you deserve the best things, you will not even look for the best things. You will think that the best thing is for other people. Meanwhile, you are a best and you deserve the best. And like they say, when you are counting beautiful things, count you first. So it's been an amazing topic, and I'm so really happy. The chat is so vibrant, everybody is putting in, and you are also beautiful and beautiful souls sharing positivity in everything you do, and I really thank you for your service to humanity. I have not been as consistent as you people, but I am learning to be consistent from you all. And I can tell you, even if you like, you just need to show up, and you have so many people to walk the journey with you. Be willing to show up, you will have the people that are willing to journey with you, to help you around, and to help you along the journey. It's not a journey alone, but you have to be willing to start. Nobody will come and remove you from your bed to walk. You have to start walking, and then you can have companions in the journey that will show you how to walk faster. Like boss will say, walk smarter and not harder. Like
Yeah.
you say, Onwadia is in Brazil. I don't know what time is it there, but she is always showing up. She is always present, and I really appreciate you, and I'm really grateful. So
It's
we
2
have a
p.m.
very
here.
okay.
It's
So
2
we have a
p.m. here, yeah.
okay. So we have a great panel today. We went to Africa, we went to Brazil, we are in America, and I'm in Canada. So how about that? How about that in saying I collect the best people? So it's so beautiful to have these reminders, because sometimes we take them for granted, because we think that we just take them for granted, but we have to really be intentional. We have to listen, we have to show up, we have to have the connections, we have to be collaborate. Then we always have to believe that good things happen to us, and that we deserve good things, we deserve abundance. And so, dear friends, I am so blessed. I don't know if you still have some thoughts that we'll share. If not, we can call it at the no, we still have 13 minutes to go to 1 hour 30 minutes. And so, do you have anything else to share, or
Uh,
any other advice?
well, I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me up. And thank God I came up, because it's always, I always get something, whoever panel I go on. And I'm just glad I came, because now I know what to do. So I want to thank everybody in the chat, and I hope that this panel has been beneficial for you as well. And remember, just to love yourself and be your friend,
Mm.
your own best friend. And if something is bothering you and stuff like that, you just met Xander. Is that his name?
Yes, Zandeman.
Yeah,
Then
Xander. Yeah.
Zan
So
Smith.
right. You can always go to his channel and see what's, he's got to say, or if you can afford to get yourself a coach or a therapist, do so, because there's nothing wrong with going to get help. Trust me, that was the
yeah.
best decision that I sit down and made. And I really think it was just the Holy Spirit and God and guiding me just toward this, because I once I got what I got, and I become the person I am, I always say, God, I would open my mouth and I would tell people what you done for me. And that's what I do. So I
We
just want to
love you,
say thank
boss.
y'all.
I love you. I love you. I love you. And I thank you for everything. Like they say, the first step to success is showing up. When
Right.
you show up, you never go empty handed. And we learn
Well,
every day, because every new day is a new learning, and every new day is a new blessing and opportunity for a new
Amen.
beginning. And so, like my sister was saying, that when she looks at my life after going through everything that I've gone through, and I am still showing up, it gives her the courage to show up too, because she said if she can go through all of that and she still has a smile on her face, it means, and that's why we show up, so that people can see that it is not the end of it,
Right.
and that
Yeah.
in every challenge we pick the lesson and pick ourselves up. Boss, we
Right.
love you. Sending you love.
Thank you so much. Love you too. It's been amazing here. And I'm
Yeah.
grateful to God that I was able to make it. And I've learned and met amazing people. I'll get their channel from you and I'll follow up because like we said, you show up, you don't know the reason you're showing up. It might be for just one person. And I'm glad I've met more amazing people that will motivate
Yes.
me, give me that confidence and encourage me to keep pushing in life. So thank you so much. I'll drop now. Really appreciate you and God bless you. And God bless you, co-host. I
Thank you
appreciate you.
so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you too. And thank you so much for sharing your insights and for sharing and
Amen.
for just serving and for your yes to service.
God.
You're serving a lot of people too. I enjoy your lives. You have a lot of golden nuggets that you share and really creating awareness and empowering people. That's the thing we do. And I really appreciate your service. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma. Bye.
You take care and enjoy your day in Brazil. This has been so amazing, and
Yes. You
I
know,
was
I just want to say that my tears are just about being grateful.
absolutely, that's what Balus is saying. Only tears of gratitude.
Right.
Absolutely. No, that's it's so amazing because, and that's the beauty of sharing. Because when you share, you don't even know who you're going to touch.
Right.
And you don't know how impactful that your one share is going to change a life. Like they say, sometimes you share and you really like save somebody from taking their lives, or make somebody to know that it is still possible, because it is never over until we are dead. And so
Yeah.
every day, like we say, is a new opportunity. There are opportunities everywhere, but you have to put yourself in the place where you can see them. You have to be intentional. If not, you will not see the opportunities. Like in 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 most cases, people there are some people who always complain and they always see the problem. But there are others who always find the lesson in the problem and find a way to move on.
Amen.
And that's the kind of things that we are saying here, that you have to invest in yourself, be your own best friend, accept your talents, and use them. If you didn't say yes to your own service, or if you didn't say yes to your calling, you wouldn't be able to mentor us today. You wouldn't be able to even stand up for yourself. And so it's when you stand up for yourself, you are standing up for everybody. It goes a long way. And
Amen.
like that's why they say those people who don't share their story, they are depriving others. They are depriving others because you don't know who you're going to save with your story.
Hmm.
And it's so beautiful. So today's topic, we were talking about being your own best friend and why it is important. And we said that to be your own best friend is the best gift you can give to yourself, because you have to gift yourself, and any other gift that is coming from outside should be a bonus. And like you serve you first, you can serve others from your overflow.
Right.
And we had so many golden nuggets. So all the people who are coming in now, my mom and ITV, and all in the chat, and all of the people who are going to watch the replay, I can guarantee you that they were golden nuggets that were shared today. Thank
That's
you,
right.
Rashonda. You are still there. I love you. Esther TV, my daughter, I love you. And
Whew.
love to Love to travel with waves. I love you too. Thank you so much for being there, for listening, for sharing these beautiful moments with us. Don't forget to create your own internal support system first before you look for help outside, because you are the person who will be permanently with you. So before everybody comes in to help, you should be able to start helping yourself. And also, even if nobody comes, you can take care of yourself. But to the stage where you know that you have to, now I have done the best I can, I need help. And so you look for a coach, you look for a therapist, you look for a mentor, you look for a support community. They are there. There are so many support communities out there. Just look and you will find them. So, coach, any final words?
Uh, just uh, I don't. For me, all I know is my story, my hope, strength, and experience, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, but just love yourselves, and if there is something that you want to do, go for it. But I agree with Coach Mary Ma. Find someone that can be a mentor to you, okay, that you like and trust, and then you ask them to be your mentor and ask them questions and do as they do, because see, they already want it. You see, that's why I wrote that song, I Made It,
Absolutely.
because everybody don't make it. Okay, I
Absolutely.
made it because I did what Coach Mary Ma did. She picked winners. She picking winners in her life, so she gonna make it. I pick winners in my life, and I'm gonna make it because I'm gonna do as they do. Okay.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
all I can say is get somebody in your life that you absolutely trust, that you know has made it, that you know is a winner, that you know is a precious child of God, and then you get with them and see what it is, that how they made it. Because everybody that's successful, I'm telling you, they got a story. Find out what
Absolutely.
that story is, because it wasn't easy to get to where I am today. It wasn't easy. That's
Absolutely.
why I don't mind shedding tears, because they are tears of joy and being grateful that I am today a precious child of God.
Amen.
I couldn't say
Amen.
that way back then, but today
Amen.
I am a precious child of God.
Amen.
So that's
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. So today's topic, we were talking about how to be your best friend. Why is it important for you to create your internal support system? And okay, how to be your own support system. You can no, no, don't worry. You can watch the replay, and I tell you, you got to watch the replay. Don't worry that you came late. You can watch the replay, and there are so many golden nuggets. You have to go watch the replay.
yeah, it's a good stream to watch. I had no idea, but you see, God works. God works. He already know who to put up on your panel, Mary.
Thank you so much, Love to Travel, for recommending Ben to come to our channel today. Ben, you are so welcome. We had a very beautiful discussion, and I had my amazing coach and mentor to grace the topic. So you're welcome to watch the replay. I greatly, really appreciate your support. Yes, you have to watch the replay because there were so many golden nuggets, and I can just give you a little summary. How do you become your own best friend? Mindset shift. Unlearn your limiting beliefs. Start by acknowledging your good qualities, talents, and abilities, and use them. Stop criticizing yourself. Self criticism is one of the things that really, really kills us, because we are more compassionate with others than we are compassionate with ourselves. And just appreciate the way you are. Accept compliments. Learn to accept compliments. I know me, for example, I had to work on that. When somebody gave me a compliment, I would just smile and say, but now when you give me a compliment, I say thank you, and I take it seriously. I accept the compliments and believe that I am worthy of the compliments that are given to me. And just be nice to yourself. Imagine how you treat your best friend and treat yourself that same way. Honor your needs. Don't always work to to take care of other people and forget you. Honor your needs and work to develop your self awareness. Invest in yourself. That's the best investment you will ever make. Spend quality time with you. Spend quality time on your own. Boss was contemplating on removing the meditations. What did Coach Zan say? Meditation is us listening to God. Prayer is us talking to God, because we are always asking, 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 but we don't know how to listen, to receive, and to say thank you. Most often we ask and we don't have time to even wait or look and see when the thing is coming and to say thank you. And so I am so thankful to you all, those who are here, those who are going to watch the replay, and to you, boss. I love you. I celebrate you. I am so proud of you, and I am so honored to be your mentee. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye, everybody.